Right, so off we go then. What's your thoughts on the season so far?
Yeah, good. I think ultimately the aim is to stay in the league. That was it from the start. Always was. We did say from the start, there'll be some lads, especially the younger lads, that they'll be surprised at the ability that they got and they can compete in this league. I think the jump just naturally from like the step 5 to step 4, it is a big jump in the quality, but the lads in the change room have got more than enough ability and actually to go higher. Um, but it's, I think pretty much all of us, it's a real first go at this level, a proper go. And yeah, so I think it's just, naturally when you're younger, you think, you start to worry about it a lot, but yeah, they're plenty good enough. And I think we're plenty good enough to compete.
So on that, who do you think the most talented player in the group is?
Um, a lot of the lads say Hutch. For me, I would go with Tomo. Um, there's a few lads in the change room. You've got, great technique on the ball, but Tomo's touch and his dribbling ability is like something else I've never seen. Um, yeah, it's just it's the one bit anyone in the change room would love to have that in their game. And sometimes you watch it and it's just another level. Like you genuinely are surprised and like it's that good. But yeah, hate to give it to him, but I'll give it to Tomo.
Cool. So what's your individual goals this season?
I'm a defender. Well, midfield cross defender, but yeah, but
Got a few goals now then?
yeah, but I have no individual goals. I mean, purely team based. It's just to help the lads out. I suppose my individual goal is to support the younger lads in the changing room. You've got Harvey, Tomo, Hutch, Bowl. It's just really to kind of try and support them and and how they progress and moving up the ladder because you know I'm 30 plus now, so my time has soon come to an end. But I just want to kind of help support them the best as possible. Really, it's the reason why I come to football now is really just to be amongst the lads and to be with the younger lads and trying to support them. They're miles better than I am and I have ever been in terms of technique and stuff. So it's just any bits of my game that I can bring to them. That's my individual goals.
So you've been at Westbury United now for 5, 6 years. During that time, the club has obviously had a great success. What do you think has been key to this?
I think it's just the kind of the commitment and just the application set by originally from Neil and Joe. To be fair, it brought a real family feel to the club. Just small stuff like painting the walls and doing the change rooms ourselves. It gives that kind of you have more respect for the ground itself and the team and the fans because when you're actually integrating it, you're not just turning up at 1:30 and going home at 6. You're spending time outside of just the usual hours to kind of get involved in the club. And Rick and Port are taking that on and probably taking it to another level as well. Just the bits around the club is more professional than it ever has been. Um,
Yeah, because to be fair, Rick actually lives here now.
yeah, he does.
Almost.
But yeah, so that's what makes it successful, and the lads come in and buy into it. It's the type of lads that we bring into the change room. They're all grounded. They're all kind of determined to work hard for each other, and they buy into kind of what we're looking to do within the club. And people like myself and Price and DJ and that hopefully in the next few years can kind of pass that across to them to take forward to the next lads that come through. And that's what we want to do. And I think that's what's made the club, yes, but you can say successful the past few years and moving up 2 leagues. So yeah, it's got to be that.
Cool. Who do you think the Joker in the team is?
Yeah, it's got to be Ashton. The bloke's mind is constantly ticking over. He makes a joke and then he'll replace it with another joke on top of that because his mind is literally 1,000 miles an hour. How quickly his brain's working. Always looking for his jokes in the change room. Rick and Ports are talking at halftime or before the game, and there's only one person that set him off. And yeah, I think sometimes he doesn't even try to be a joker, but just like he just the way he turns up or the way he looks at you, and you think, yeah, it's got to be him.
If you could give your younger self some football advice, what would it be?
Um, Probably just like always to get on the ball more. I'm not a ball player, never have been, but there's a lot of, I suppose, when you're a lot younger and you kind of almost shy away from the kind of taking on the mantle of being in possession of the ball and getting involved in the game. there's the younger lads coming through now don't really have that kind of always fear, which is really, really good. Yeah, maybe it was just a me thing. Maybe a few people have had that. Going from 18 to 21, which is getting on the ball. You can only impact the game when you're on the ball and you're involved in it. So that would be definitely that.
If you were stranded on a desert island with one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
Yeah, 100% pricey. Yeah, Man Mountain, but mainly because he's level-headed. He's the most level-headed person I know. But also, yeah, chop down a few trees, make us a raft. 100%.
So, what's your most memorable moment in a West Brom United shirt?
For me, it's like every game, like every last game that we play, especially in this season. Previous years, probably not, but stepping up to this league for the first time for the lads and for the club, it's every game is memorable for us or for me. We're all learning at the same time, but every time we come back with a result, it genuinely feels even better than the last one. Like winning the weekend, the point we took at Sholin, every game for like kind of me is just feels better and better, just picking up points and just kind of moving up as far as we can in the league. Yeah, it beats any other Hellenic league winning every day of the week.
Who do you think the worst trainer is?
Worst trainer. Everyone says Waltz because he just doesn't turn up, so I suppose probably maybe Waltz. But yes, yeah, I'll give it to Waltz, but there's a few others in mind in terms of who actually do turn up, but they're just as bad.
Right. So, last question then, Steve. So, over the years, yourself and Ricky have played together on numerous occasions and for numerous clubs. You're both very passionate people who wear your heart on your sleeves. What we all really want to know is, what's it like playing under him?
Yeah, it's good. It takes a while to get used to. In my position in the team, I definitely want to step back away, and it doesn't really involve me in kind of any like outside going and stuff. I don't want to be involved in that. That's mainly why. It's nothing worse than kind of brother being a manager and brother being like a player in the team as well. It's just I'm not that type of person that want to get too involved. I just want to turn up, support the lads where possible, and then go home. So yeah, it takes a while to get used to in terms of kind of him digging me out, especially he would dig me out more than what I've been used to, but rightly so in most situations. But yeah, like it's absolutely no problem really at all. With Ports as well, they both work as each other and they both complement each other in different areas. So there's people in the change rooms that go to Rick for certain things. There's people in the change rooms that go to Ports. It's just how it is. They cater for both kind of types of people. You've got people who are kind of quite quiet and want an arm on the shoulder. You've got some people that want it up front and kind of row it out a bit. But that's how it is. So we've got two different managers that can cater for that. Yeah, I probably would go to Ports.
Right, 10 questions are up, Steve. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.